What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol PANW for Palo Alto Networks. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. Now, this chart is marked up slightly because I do watch this one intraday. So for now, I do need to make you aware, essentially, that they gave us an earnings announcement after the bell, and my oh my, what a show it is going to be on tomorrow's open. Massive gap up. So let's assume for the sake of today's video that we're going to be opening somewhere around 410, and the overnight high will remain somewhere around 412. Remember, a lot can happen between now and 9:30, but for the sake of today, we'll assume that that is the case. Turning that back off and shifting the focus over to the daily time frame now, let's talk about how we trade gaps, right? So clearly, this gap is an absolute monster. We're not expecting the gap to fill all in one day, but we are looking for a gap and trap or a gap and go. And as you know, if you've watched the channel for any period of time, we have a framework to do that with. So let me put this more on the center here, expand it a bit. There we go. What we're looking for on the gap and trap, so a move lower, would be an open here, failure to take out that overnight high, so no acceptance up and over 412. You're looking for a short back down through the open at 410, if that is the open by 9:30, and you're going to start to look for a continuation lower to start to fill the gap down towards 373.32. Again, I'm not expecting it to fill all in one day, or all in 1 week for that matter, simply because of the magnitude of the gap. Whenever we have something like this, what we do is take out the Fibonacci's, go from the high to the opening print, or the assumed open print, which is going to be here 410, and we look at about the 50% mark, so that's at 392.07. I would just say, based on daily structure, we have a more important level at 393.86, call it 395. This general area of the chart should be the downside target. I wouldn't argue that it fills the gap, again, all in one day, even all in 1 week. We also have a prior all-time high here at 404.75. So to me, there's a number of sort of issues, or hang-ups rather, that could come into play if we get the sort of gap and trap scenario. So maybe if we do get the short, you look to trim some of the position here, and then you monitor for continuation, maybe into this area here close to 395. Of course, the flip side scenario is the gap and go, right? And the gap and go would be opening here, consolidation in this range, maybe testing the overnight high a couple of times, and then boom, you get the break up and over 412. You're looking for blue sky territories, whole and half dollars, intraday levels that do form. I would make the argument that you have, whole dollars, $2.50 mark, $5 marks, and $10 marks as resistance as we head into blue sky territories. So that is the framework that I'm essentially going to deploy here inside of PANW into the bell at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Again, a lot can happen. It doesn't have to be 410 and it doesn't have to be 412, but that is the general rule of thumb that we're going to be using when the bell rings. So if you enjoyed today's video, or if you learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked down below in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.